What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug, and welcome back to my Let's Play of WWE SmackDown. Here comes the pain. PS2, playing on a PC emulator. And you might wonder, why do I mention that every single time that I do a video on this series? It is quite simple. For those people who are wondering why this looks so damn good, why it looks so far and above and beyond what it looked like on PS2, it is because I have a pretty beastly computer rig here, and that is why I am playing it at like 8 times the current PS2 resolution, so it looks a whole lot cleaner and a whole lot more clear. Anyway, we are here July 1st, Manchester, New Hampshire, on SmackDown. So let's head into SmackDown here and see where it brings us today after beating Mr. McMahon in a steel cage match to finish off yesterday. We also beat Rikishi, and we also lost to Eddie and Chavo in a backstage brawl. There's nobody backstage today, so I guess we'll spend some attribute points here that we earned from beating Vince. And we'll pop up our endurance and pop up our technique. So now we're at 49. We're very close to getting over 50 here in our overall status. And let us see if the general manager has seen it. Nope, they have not. I was gonna say, let us see if they had put us on the show tonight. But no, we're not on the show here. There's Lita and Tori. There's and the Big Show, and there is Big Evil Booger Red Taker versus Brock Lesnar, who's going to be on Raw next week. So one would assume that they solved that Paul Heyman contract deal. So that was a empty week for me on SmackDown. That's okay. Moving right along to week 2 in July. Boston, Massachusetts, which is pretty close to West Newbury. So let us see if John Cena is on this show or not. Or if it just goes right into a cutscene, because it just is loading now. Nope, not a cutscene. Okay, so who is backstage? Who can I talk to? Nobody! That's, annoying. Am I on this show at all? Am I on this show at all? Anybody? Bueller? No. Steven Richards, Tajiri, Matt Hardy, and Sean O'Hare, Rico, Sable. Wait, that's a mixed tag match. Rico and Sable versus Iron Sheik and Tori. Okay. And then a cage match with Eddie and Piper, and we're going to have to hit skip on all these because we're not involved in any of these matchups. So, that's 2 weeks with no attack slug. I imagine there's a bit of a ratings dip there because why wouldn't there be? And now we have the 3rd week of July, West Philadelphia, born and raised on a playground, etc., etc. So, is there anything that's... obviously, we finished our Vince feud, right? So, okay, I could talk to Eddie. I want to know, Eddie, why are you a puppet of Eric Bischoff? What's going on there? That is what I want to know. So, let us get into it here with Latino Heat. Holmes... he has a problem with me, S.A. I don't know why. What did I ever do to you, Eddie? Okay, you've got 2 little girls. Okay, sure, yes. And your wife is Vicky. I understand. They worship the ground you walk on. Okay, what does this have to do with me, Eddie? What does this have to do with me? Oh, they're fans of me? Is that what the thing is here? Okay, yes. Something very disturbing, S.A. They're Attack Slug fans. They also had a picture of the Attack Slug. A poster of Slug. Yeah, sure. That's totally a thing that happened. Ooh, S.A. Ooh, S.A. What? Okay. In his heart, he knew. He had to teach him a lesson by beating up me. He ripped it up and burned it. That's not... You're insane. You're insane. You're real funny, man. Tired of getting disrespected. Gonna teach me a lesson on how to respect me. It starts tonight. In that ring. Okay, it's in a ring, not backstage this time. Mono a mono. S.A. Alright, I am fighting Eddie. Mysterio's fighting Cena. And Kurt Angle is fighting Rhino, who just came back on the SmackDown last night. So that totally happened. Anyhow, let's get it on here with this standard-ass match so I can earn $500 Latino Heat. Here we go. So yes, welcome to Wednesday. My SmackDown reactions went up a couple hours ago, so go check those out. I don't really have any more additional thoughts thinking about it here right now, but overall, SmackDown not as good of a show as Raw. Raw felt fresh and exciting, and SmackDown felt like Raw Jr., as SmackDown usually did. I was hoping they would take that time of a brand split to actually try to differentiate themselves from Raw in a meaningful way, and so far, week one, not really. And I would imagine the ratings might, you know, reflect that when those come out, like tomorrow or the next day. Anyhow, there is a there is a tiny bit of news here. Nothing, you know, actually that significant. Well, depending on who you ask. But there was a TMZ thing, and yeah, I know TMZ, but there was an official, I guess, statement from somebody about the wellness policy as it concerns part-timers, which is to say there isn't one. Therefore, WWE will not be fining Brock Lesnar in any event, will not be suspending Brock Lesnar for the actions of, you know, what happened in UFC. And from what I heard, UFC is not going to suspend him either, or they're not going to, no, they're not going to fine him. He might get suspended or banned or whatever, but they aren't taking any of his money, which is, as you might know, the only thing Brock Lesnar cares about. His money and Sable, and I guess his kids. But his money first and foremost. So the fact that they're not going to touch his $2.5 million purse for working UFC 200, even though they caught him on 2 failed drug tests, is kind of fucking ridiculous. But basically, this article says, hey, we're not going to, like, part-timers are not subject to our wellness policy, which certainly explains why The Rock still looks so good whenever he comes back, as he is fucking juiced out of his mind. Certainly. I was trying to steal your frog splash, Eddie, because at his age, that shit ain't natural. Come on now. So that one would imagine that, you know, it might, as a thing, Triple H is technically a part-timer, but he has signed a performer's contract, whereas Brock Lesnar is on a different, because his stuff is, I don't know, his stuff is different, as would be The Rock whenever he has his guest appearances, etc., etc. So I would imagine those things are different in some way, but it still feels like you should totally test Triple H and see how that goes. I don't think they will, but you totally should. Oh no, the trios of suplexes here. But yeah, that's kind of the big quote-unquote news of the day, is that, you know, there's no real reparation. What's the word? Repercussions for Lesnar on his actions. But obviously, Roman Reigns, he's a full-time guy, so he got hit for Adderall or whatever it was, and he is in the doghouse right now. Big dog, oops, big dog in the big doghouse. So, sucks to be him. But I would imagine he will have that Universal Championship sooner rather than later. It's just a matter of time on that shit. So, don't worry, stay tuned. There was something I wanted to mention yesterday, and I kind of forgot to in my 2K17 discussion, and that is how hilarious, if you buy the $100 NXT edition, which obviously I am, it's already pre-ordered, but if you buy that edition of the game, you get that three pack of NXT superstars. And that 3-pack includes Apollo Crews, who's on SmackDown, Nia Jax, who's on Raw, and Nakamura, who actually still is in NXT. But, you know, it's not even August yet, so the possibility of Nakamura being main roster by the time that game comes out is not going to be unusual, so it'd be real funny to have that. Oh yeah, buy this pack, get these NXT guys who are not in NXT anymore at all, and haven't been for a while. It would be real fucking funny. Anyway, that was kind of, I forgot to mention that. I had it written down, and I just totally, sleeper hold. Just totally fucking forgot to even mention that yesterday, which happens more than you would think. But, anyhow, I went for a clothesline, I missed. Damn you, Eddie. Bulldog. No, I don't want to get, yep, there we go. Grapple him, you fuck. The reach in this game is sometimes really frustrating, and I think I'm close enough, and I'm not. Damn you, ref! I wanted to kick Eddie. You fucked it up for me. There we go. Kick the leg out of his leg. No, yeah, do it. Do a thing. Do a gut kick, you goddamn motherfucker. Why? There we go. No, there we go. Salt shaker. He's gonna hit that salt shaker! Boom! Rope break my ass! That was plenty of space. Plenty of fucking space on that shit. Garbage. Backslide. Referee, count it. Nope. Bulldog. He's doing the Bodog. Well, not quite the Bodog, but you know. You get the idea. Now is the part where I know I have him, he's hurt enough that if I can just hit a big move, then maybe I can actually get a pinfall here. I'm not super focused on, you know, making sure I have, a finisher before I do it. You gotta get around him, and you really can't do that. So, we'll just right into the fucking turn buckle. Fuck your rope break, that was way far away from... crap. Haha. I'm getting better at the reversals. I'm not great on doing the ones on the punches, but I'm getting better at the ones on the grapples by just mashing the fucking right trigger. You missed me, Eddie. You didn't miss that. You did miss that time. Punch in the face. Here we go. Backslide. Middle of the ring. Counter F. There we go. I have defeated Latino Heat. Oh, taunt, attack, respect. This is new. Haven't seen this before. I'm gonna say, I will show him the proper respect that a legend like Eddie Guerrero deserves. Just because you're a puppet for Bischoff doesn't mean I don't respect you. Now, Chavo, fuck him. But Eddie, 110%. Even though he does lie, cheat, and steal. So I'm gonna offer, I guess, the handshake. I would imagine that's what the respect button does. Yeah. Shake that man's hand. Shake that man's hand. Yep. Just take the handshake. Take the handshake. S.A. What? What's up with that, Holmes? What's up with that? Huh? No. Come on now. Anyhow, I guess that wraps it up for today. Nowhere near as long as yesterday. That was insane. I know don't go for a half an hour, but you know, it is what it is. I've got my superstar points up to 50. Does that actually get me anything? Like, how many points do you need to get a title shot is my question. What is the actual end game for this season mode? Is it winning the main championship? Is it headlining WrestleMania? Like, what is the main thing you do to finish the mode? Because I need to know before I move on to 2K17 in October. Anyway, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. I'm attackslug. More videos every day. Tomorrow, we're in East Rutherford, New Jersey, the Meadowlands, which I guess eventually was the Continental Airlines, and now no longer exists. But in this timeline, Meadowlands is still there. I'll see you then, tomorrow, and I'm out!